away from you. But the fact of the matter is, if you don't know what it is, it's not going to affect your life. But if you do know what it is, you understand how serious it is, how much money it can make you, how it could change your life and your family's life downstream forever, it's a big deal. What they want to do, and it has to do with crypto staking, even if you're not into crypto, you've got to understand, you've got to learn about this right now. And this is why. I'll give you an example, a historical example. Decades ago, anyone in America could invest in American companies. Let me fix this camera. New companies. You could just invest in them before they went public, and you could become extremely wealthy. Well, over the years, wealthy conglomerates, companies, hedge funds, firms, investment companies started figuring out, let's go to the lawmakers and make laws that would, oh man, come on, this camera. This is serious stuff, I'm not even joking. They would create laws to where the average person could not invest like wealthy people. All right, seriously, this is one of those days the camera just doesn't want to work with me. So they would create laws that would prohibit you from making the massive amounts of money that they make. And then what they do is they take them public, and by the time they're on the stock market, you know, a bunch of money is already gone, right? Now, sure, people would race to stocks, and then they would do these ebbs and flows, ups and downs, and they make money, right? Like they do now. But the truth is, it's never as much as the people that originally invest in the companies. Type 1 if you understand what I'm talking about. Anyone could do this in the past. Now you have to be an accredited investor. You have to prove your net worth, meaning that you technically have to prove your financial IQ, right? I became an accredited investor when I was 26 years old. You had to prove that you were a millionaire, multimillionaire. You made a certain amount per year, right? I think back then I had to prove that I made over $300,000 a year to be able to invest in companies before they went public. Now that's sort of all I do. So what's going on right now in the crypto world, BlackRock wants to do this. Now, before I sound like I'm just harping on BlackRock, there are a lot of people at BlackRock that actually watch my channel. I actually know this for certain. I know who some of you are, and they actually love what I'm doing because they know the facts are most humans will not pay attention to this channel. They'll go off and watch some, I'll be really nice, some person filling their lives full of hopium, right? They actually like what I'm doing, trying to get people woken up and be a part of something new and exciting and become their own wealth advisor. But they know the facts that most people won't. So this is what this story comes out of Decrypt. And it's a lot bigger than just Ethereum. The SEC now acknowledges BlackRock's staking request for Ethereum ETF. Why is this a big deal? BlackRock is requesting that the government allow them to not only take investors' funds and invest in cryptocurrencies like Ethereum blockchain networks for their clients, and they get to custody those assets and get a portion of it, right? That's what they do. They're a fund manager, biggest one on earth. But they also want to be able to stake and get those staking rewards. Now, there's taxable consequences with staking, all right? Those are easy to go around and illegally, and you just got to get a really smart CPA. That's why I'm trying to start a nationwide CPA firm. But my point being is that this is a big deal. Why? Because as this happens, more Ethereum, when the SEC goes, okay, BlackRock, you can go ahead and do it. Add a staking feature to your ETF. Do you know how many people are going to be buying the ETF? Because now the ETF is not only tied to the value of that underlying asset, like this one we're talking about being Ethereum, but now you're going to have upside because you're going to have yield, which as of right now is higher than treasury bills. Please, do you want to type yes or no? Do you get how big of a deal this is? Why is it a big deal, Ninja? Because already ETFs are sucking up a ton of Ethereum and Bitcoin, right? And they're taking it off the market forever. This isn't doom or gloom crap. This is the truth, okay? Which is only going to force the price over the long term higher because of scarcity. Now, when you add the fact that investors are going to be able to lazily let companies like BlackRock buy the Ethereum for them, custody it, and they get a rate of return, that's more than a treasury bill. What do you think's going to happen to the bond market? Let that sink in for a second. Not only that, knowing if you understand what Ethereum is, it is the go-to still, even with layer threes like Arbitrum and Base, it is the go-to network for launching companies right now. Okay, it's extremely valuable. So this is a big deal, and this is why you have to learn how to stake. Hey, oh, and just so you guys know, today's the last day before tomorrow's first exclusive company reveal on the Staking Pro. If you want that, go click below. Start learning how to stake, learn how to restake. I'm going to teach you stuff that are going to blow your mind. This will be, I just released 6 more classes or lessons last night, just so you guys know, for that course. So we're pre-filming. But tomorrow, I'm going to be pulling out these small company gems that are doing some amazing things that you can start staking, and the market caps are stupid low because nobody knows about them. Everybody's out there chasing these big wigs that aren't paying enough yield because they're around. You got to go from new company to new company, staking and getting higher rewards. So the point being, it says right here, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission acknowledged NASDAQ's proposal on Tuesday to accommodate staking for Blackrock spot Ethereum exchange-traded funds, signaling that the regulator could approve of the highly anticipated rule in the coming months. To give you an example, the one of the picks that I have for the course for all my students, they just unlocked staking abilities for American investors just a handful of days ago. This is actually happening right now. I talk with teams. Hopefully, I'll meet with one of them in Hong Kong in a week. But I'm having Zooms with all these companies that are still scared to death of U.S. regulators. They're super excited right now and pumped. But as of the last 8 weeks, I've seen 4 companies I invest with open up investing to the U.S. Not the ability for you to, now think about this. Right now, you could go to Coinbase, a U.S. exchange, right, a regulated exchange, and go buy tokens that company has a staking pool, right, where you can help uphold the network and get paid to do so. But not if you're an American citizen. As a matter of fact, there's still states in this country that won't allow it, but there's ways around it. And it just blows me away. It blows me away. So this is how new this is right now. You know, how many of you, type 1 if you've been a part of an emerging technology and made money off of it before the world sort of figured it out? Type 1, I'm just curious. I got a feeling there's not gonna be a ton of people that type 1, right? This is what I want you to do. And this is, you need to like agree. Would you agree? Type 2 or shake your head. But type 2, if you wish that you had the opportunity to spot those things before everyone did, and then go buy them and take advantage of them and then sell it to the masses when they finally figure it out because of their laziness or their ignorance. That's the truth. That's where you need to be. And staking is so important. And the reason why we've been talking about this on this channel for the last couple of weeks, and the reason why I put out this course with Dylan, is because it is the time now. It's not the time next year after the laws have been written. You learn about it now. You go start staking and restaking and doing yield farming on these companies that can are allowed to do it right now, all over the world. And then when the regulation opens up, just like Blackrock is in there, hey, we want to add staking to our ETF because it's a big stinking deal. It's going to make them more powerful. I hope it makes you, because it's going to make them richer. I hope you're doing that on the side as well. Most people don't know how to do it, though. It's actually quite simple. But when you add in the complexity layer of diversification and security, that's when you need to learn about this kind of stuff. You need to go and learn from pros. Alexis, thank you for the super chat. You're throwing me off. Okay, so that's my point, right? It's a big deal. All right, let's see here. What are we doing now? Oh, it says here, if the proposal is approved, the world's largest asset manager would be able to participate in Ethereum's proof of stake. Everyone say hi to Alexis. Alexis is going to be interviewing me later today or this evening. So she's going to be interviewing me for her channel. I think you heard me talk about it. I don't remember the name of it right now, but a lot of you are now subscribers of hers, so that's pretty cool. That's awesome, actually. Okay, it says here, the filing notes that the SEC could make a determination within 45 days of the documents posting to the Federal Register. Now, think about this. Right now, it's not illegal. It's not against the SEC laws or rules to go and stake Ethereum. I told you about my buddy K-Dog that has Ethereum. He's all bummed because somebody talked him into it, but he got talked into it at the top of the last cycle and it went down. He smart guy though, he didn't sell, right? So he didn't lose. Now it's above, he's winning, right? But the whole time he didn't stake. You could just go to Coinbase and stake your Ethereum. Shoot, if you want to run your own node, you'll make way more money. But not a lot of people have that kind of money. See, you need what, 32 Ethereum to run a full node, and you get paid even better. But because Ethereum's price went up. When they started proof of stake, they changed over from proof of work. It was a lot less expensive. See, that's where you need to be right now in your mind. I want to find these next level, next gen layer 1s, right? And I want even layer 2s and 3s, but hey, I want to be able to buy and own a full node. You know, I had a company in California that all we did was run nodes and do beta testing. And my partner had no idea because he was just going along for a ride. And he made his quick buck and bailed. Boy, he'll probably never figure out what he missed out on. But that's all we did. I formed an LLC, a company, and that's why I taught people how to do that with crypto LLCs a long time ago, just to run nodes. And it's extremely powerful because not only are you making a lot of money in the price rise, or it could fall too, in the actual underlying asset, the token, but you're bringing in revenue, and then you're able to write off you got a lot of legal costs, legal tax loopholes to be able to offset a lot of that. And then the ability to go sell to a larger company, oh my gosh, it's incredible. Or turn that into a public fund. Anyway, sorry I digress. But I hope you understand how serious this is and where I'm going with this. Staking, whether it be liquid staking or a hard stake, restaking, all of this stuff is so important to you right now. And do not be afraid of the taxes. This is an easy fix. Do you know how many people I hear about all the time in the comments like, oh, you talk about buying and selling stuff and doubling your money, but you never talk about the tax? And I hear comments. I mean, this is like I'm going to be just straight up dumbest comment, because you know what fear is? What's fear? What do you think I think about fear? Because that's what's coming out when anybody talks about taxes. People fear taxes. Do I like taxes? Heck no, I hate them. I think they should not exist. However, you do need some form of money to be able to have a society that's not running around doing crazy stuff. And being in the fire service, trust me, I know this. I don't know if you know this, it's actually really hard to put out a structure fire when you don't got money to buy a fire engine and everyone's got buckets. You ask the city of Chicago and San Francisco how that worked out for them. It's true. So you need some form of taxes, right? And I think a use tax is awesome, but this video is not about taxes. Think about this. People sit there and comment like, I would never sell. I'd have to pay tax on them. Like, so you don't want to double your money and then give that portion your tax? Like, are you kidding me? Then that money is now free. The rest of it's mine. I'm going to go double it again. Oh, I got to pay more taxes. Do you know what happens when I pay taxes? It means I made a crap ton of money if I pay a crap ton of taxes. Yeah, I use as many legal loopholes. Hey, guess what? I think I'm going to go buy a new office today. Check this out. Top GT3, if you think I should have a lime green GT3 office for my channel. I'm not joking. I'm gonna do it. I sat in Bravo's Ferrari the other day and I'm like, I used to like Ferraris, but they're just too darn fancy. I'll go get a GT3 that's faster and maneuvers better than his for the same or less price. Anyway, GT3, if you think I should get, seriously, that's a legal tax loophole. IRS, this is my office. I will film from it every day. It shall say GT3 behind my head on the headrest. This is what we need to do. Stop being afraid of the tax man and so go freaking making some money. Now, if you want to learn how to do it through staking, and I don't even know how to explain it any better. This is supposed to be my specialty. One of the richest guys in the world. I just got the phone with him as I was in here. He owns a couple of incredible companies that I own part of it with him, right? And he goes, you know what I like about you, Ninja? I'm like, what's up, my hair? No, he does though. He likes the hair. He goes, you get it. I have to deal with these people, the high-paid individuals all around the world all the time that just don't get it, but they got a job. But they don't get it, but they went to school. I'm embellishing. He didn't say all these things, but I'm just adding to it. And he probably said something nice about my hair. But my point being is he goes, you get it. And that's where I want you to just get it. BlackRock is petitioning the SEC to allow them to put staking as a feature of their ETFs. Stop listening to all these yahoos on Yahoo and these YouTubers that all they care about is ETF, SEC, ETF, our coins going to the moon. We're past that. We're now into staking. This is the next big thing. Staking's been around for a long time. I get it. I was a crypto miner and all that stuff. I've overheated my house and made lots of loud noises too. Staking is easier. This is not mining. Anyone can do it. just figure it out and go do it. Or buy the course. Links down below. And the first project comes out tomorrow. And I got a feeling it's going to make some people some money. Yeah, whatever. If you like money, go check it out. Economic Ninja is out.